Jess, goddamn! And this is Movie News Reactions. This is where I tell Jay about a movie news story he doesn't know about and he reacts to it. Actually, in this case, you know a little bit about this one already.
A little bit.
Frontal male nudity. We're going to be honest with you. This story is about David Ayer defending Suicide Squad.
Well, he was the director.
I had some shit in my teeth, man.
Yeah, you did. Get that cum out. It's dried up.
It's sticky. It's really sticky.
I know.
Defending the film, Ayer said, I took inspiration from the insanity of original comics. Making a movie is a journey, not a straight line. Thanks, Dave. I learned so
Tell him,
much.
Steve Dave.
People want what they want, and everyone has a personal vision of how each character should look, walk, and talk. Which is very true.
Yeah.
If you set out to make a mass appeal movie, it's easy to end up with vanilla. But I went for it. And I know Suicide Squad had its flaws. Hell, the world knows it. Nothing hurts more than to pick up a newspaper and see a couple years of your blood, sweat, and tears ripped to shreds by assholes like we watched a movie. The hate game is strong out there.
We love you, though.
But here's what's interesting. What's really interesting about it is that talking about the Joker, he actually admits that he made some mistakes with him. And he says, wish I had a time machine. I'd make Joker the main villain and engineer a more grounded story. I'd have to take the good and the bad and learn from it. I love making movies and I love DC. I'm a high school dropout who used to paint houses for a living.
Well, you know, write a song.
I'm lucky to have it. Why don't you cry about it?
I know.
I'm lucky to have the job I have. I have to give the characters the stories and plots they deserve next time. Real talk. And no, there isn't a secret edit of the film with a bunch of Joker edits, with a bunch of Joker scenes hidden in assault.
So Jared Leto lied. Jared Leto said there was a ton that they left off on the cutting room floor,
which wouldn't surprise me at all. And everybody thought that when the extended cut came out, we're gonna get a shit ton of
Yeah,
Joker.
we didn't get. We got like maybe 10 minutes or 5-10 minutes of extra footage of the Joker. Look, you know what? Making the Joker the main villain of Suicide Squad, I think that he did the right thing by not doing that.
What?
Yeah, I'll tell you why.
What?
Because the Joker, in every aspect of DC so far, I mean, as far as Batman, it seems like if like you don't have a good idea to make something unique and original as far as a baddie goes, you're just gonna immediately default to the Joker because he's easily the most recognizable villain that Batman has, right? So, like, I give props to Christopher Nolan. His first villain was not the Joker, and that was a success. It was an amazing movie. Batman Begins was an amazing movie, and we had Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow as our main villain. We didn't get to the Joker until the second movie. If you make the Joker your standalone villain in the first iteration of something like the Suicide Squad, that's just basically saying defeat. It's like, I can't come up with anything else right now as far as the other amazing villains that they have in a lineup of Batman and Suicide Squad to make it successful on screen. So, I don't know, man. Like, I think that it was smart not to go with the Joker. I understand. I think what he was trying to say, and I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, but maybe I am. I think that Mr. Ayers was trying to say that he might have made a mistake as far as the casting. I don't know, man.
In the words of the great George Washington, you can put words in my mouth, just don't try to put a dick in there.
That's what he said.
Why
would he chop the cherry tree down?
I see what you're saying, and you make a good point, but I totally disagree with you. Now shut the fuck up! No, here's what I think. What I think is that the villain ended up sucking ball sacks. It was a dancing Shakira.
Yeah,
fucking with the hips don't lie, and it was fucking atrocious. The villain was like the worst part of that movie by far. And I liked that movie. As bad as certain parts of it was, we both enjoyed Suicide Squad. For me, as I always said, it's like the Batman Forever of today. It's cheesy and terrible at parts, but it's really fun. And Val Kilmer was a dope-ass Batman.
He was a fucking badass Batman. We should rip it one day.
We should. Yeah, definitely.
That might come soon.
Awesome.
Come soon.
I always do. The fact remains the villain ended up sucking. It was one of the main shitty parts about the movie. And yeah, I think that as much as I don't end up loving what Leto did with the Joker, I think he should have been the main villain of it, man. I think if you'd have focused on that, you would have given him enough screen time so where he wasn't bitching. You wouldn't have misled fans by showing him so much in the trailer. Yeah. And he's definitely, I mean, you could put him as the villain in any movie, and that's going to be a worthwhile villain because it's the Joker.
Well, again, though, the reason why I'm just on my side saying what I'm saying about the Joker is because, okay, in '89 Batman, when Michael Keaton fought the Joker, okay, that was the first, but that was the first time that Batman had become the dark, hero that we had seen in a long time, and because everybody else had remembered Batman from Adam West. So having the Joker in their first movie is okay, I get that. But you don't want every time a Batman movie comes out, or even a mention of a Batman villain.
It's not a Batman movie, though.
I know it's not, but Batman was in it. I'm just saying, or even any kind of DC movie with these grounded heroes, as far as street level heroes, that the Joker is like the main guy. You know what I mean? Like I just don't. I don't know, man. And plus, I didn't like the direction that they had with the Joker in this one. Having him as the main villain, he was just gonna be like some gangster lord in the fucking skyscraper somewhere in New York that they had to take down. Like at that point, I'm like, fuck. I was like, come on, man. Like you're not Kingpin. It's not. It shouldn't be like that with the Joker. But nonetheless, I get what he's saying. I think that maybe you could have expanded a bit on the Joker, and that would have been fine, and maybe taken off parts of. Or taking off parts of what the Joker was showing as far as like, I love Harley Quinn, I'll do everything for my queen, and God help anybody that messes with the queen. Like, take more of that out and put more in like how brutal he was.
You don't want no beef.
Yeah.
You don't want no beef. He doesn't want any beef.
No beef. No beef.
Eat more
Yeah,
chicken.
just don't do that. He does look like he was selling a Chick-fil-A commercial.
That was fucking terrible, man. Now, there's parts of him I liked. Like, there was moments where I liked the Joker, but as you said, like...
I guess, you know what, also, I'm kind of tamed because Jared Leto was such a bitch after this movie, with him bitching and crying about him not getting, like, the attention that he deserved and stuff. I was like, look, man, Jared Leto, you were all right, man. You, as a crack whore Joker, you weren't bad.
Basically, they should have used a different villain entirely. Just anything other than the Enchantress and all that bullshit that they went for and her CGI Shaq boyfriend.
Well, I don't think he needs to come out and, defend the...
But I was going to say, I respect him for that, though. I respect that he's being open and being like, you know what, I fucked up. I made a movie and I tried my absolute best and I put my blood, sweat, and tears in it and I should have done this. And most people won't do that, so I give him super respect for being honest.
I don't hate the movie. I never did. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel bad that he even has to come out and defend it because... it wasn't a terrible movie, guys. I mean, it really wasn't. I mean, yeah, it was corny in some ways and cheesy in others, but it was fun, and I had a good time watching it, and I don't really think it would warrant somebody coming out and actually defending it. I think the only reason why he did that for is because people are always asking him, why didn't you give Joker more lines? Why wasn't the Joker more of an integral? Now, that part, if you're going to write the Joker in any story, he should maybe have had some more of an impact.
That's the thing, yeah.
And he didn't, but... Other than that, other than defending that specific point, other than that, like the movie's great.
I think making Joker the main villain would have taken away a lot of the problems that you had with the movie because it was a lot. Like there's a lot of shit happening.
Okay, but if you make the Joker the main villain of Suicide Squad, then what about Batman? When Ben Affleck finally gets around, it stopped worrying about Jennifer Gardner and kind of gets this going.
Well, they're not going to use him for that anyways. They're going to use Deathstroke.
He was. I mean, I know, but Ben Affleck said, he didn't rule out the possibility of using Leto as a Joker.
It's hard to see. I do think it would have been a better movie had we taken out the Enchantress storyline completely and replaced it with the Joker. It would have been one of the main problems with the movie was the editing. They could have gone away with a lot of that shit. You had a whole character you didn't have to worry about. Joker's already there. Why not just make it? And he fits as a villain for the Suicide Squad because it's perfect. Because you're saying the Suicide Squad, they're bad guys, but you want people to like them. What's worse than a bad guy? The Joker. He's a sick fuck.
I know.
So making him the villain would have made it easy to root for these guys, and that's why I think in a lot of Suicide Squad comics, Joker is their main villain. But either way, that's the question of the day. Yeah. Is that would you guys have rather him replace the Enchantress with another villain entirely, or would you have rather seen the Joker be the main villain in the Scoot Boot and Boogie
in the Scooby Doo
fucking shitable farts? Comment down below, let us know. We love your fucking faces. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in Jay's ass.
I said that. Fuck you.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.